Hey, I'm Lindsay from The Rural Legend. Welcome to another episode of Come Thrifting with me. Today's episode has a theme of like thrifting fate, thrifting luck, thrifting kismet. It's a small thrift haul, but it's one that makes my heart really happy, and you'll see why. I also have something really exciting to tell you. If you watch these videos in real time as I publish them, you're not gonna see any for a couple weeks. And that is because we leave for Europe tomorrow. We're headed to London. We're gonna spend some time with some friends that live there, do a couple days in the city on our own, and then we are taking the Channel, which is the train that goes underneath the English Channel, to Paris. We're spending 6 days in Paris as a family of 3. 2 of those days are going to be spent shopping at the Parisian flea markets, and I did find a bunch of little thrift shops and secondhand shops to explore on our other days. You know I'm going to film everything for you, so you are not going to want to miss the videos that are coming up because we will be going thrifting, vintage antique shopping together in Paris. I'm so excited. And if you want a day-to-day update, make sure that you're following me on Instagram. Every day I will be posting just a little bit in my stories to show you beautiful photos, what we're eating. I just can't wait to share our experience with you, whether you're following me here or on one of my other social media platforms. If you're new, welcome. I'm so happy that you are now officially part of our secondhand squad. Make sure that you're subscribed so you never miss a single episode of Come Thrifting with me. Are you ready to go thrifting? Let's go. Don't forget, my friends, to look at the holiday section all year round. Look at the giant selection of Christmas finds this place has. Also, look at this huge selection of picture mats. If you had a ton of frames that you needed to remat, this would be such a steal. There were actually stacks and stacks of these on the shelf. What a great vase. I love this shape. You could give it a new coat of paint. I would do like a matte color and maybe add some flour to the paint or baking soda. Total Pottery Barn vibes. You know, normally I think candles are overpriced considering they're secondhand, but yellow tags were half off, making this a very good deal. And I love that fluted shape. Look at all the planter pots today. Again, look at the shape, not the color. So many of these could be painted a different color and have a completely different vibe, making them look so high-end for your home. And I actually spot some things that I definitely would not paint. Look at this little Asian planter pot. So cute. And then this little vase behind it. This is darling. Couldn't get any information on it. It didn't have any kind of tags. But look at the little green ivy. Hey, let's talk about what the heck is this? Let me know in the comments because I am clueless. Another great piece. This vase is darling on its own, but of course you could always paint it. Look at those little curly handles. Adorable. And don't forget, you can take the little plant out of it and make it something completely new. What do you think of these terracotta wine coolers? This one actually says wine on it. This one's blank. They would make really great utensil holders on a kitchen counter. I know sometimes I'm so focused on showing you the good stuff that I don't show you like the whole picture. So let's back up a little bit. Look at how full these shelves are. There are definitely some treasures here, but there is also a lot of junk. Look at this little Delft plate, adorable. Would look super cute hanging on a wall. All right, let's move on. Did you know that you can raise or lower the height of your lampshade by changing the length of your harp? That's what these doohickeys are, and the finials on top are absolutely beautiful. I'm always messing around with the height of my harp because I'm constantly switching out lampshades and lamps from the thrift store. This brass bowl is beautiful, but they were asking $20 for it. What? Okay, this I'm really excited about. I saw one of these a while ago and it was so much more money. This one's in the box. I'm so excited. Another really beautiful brass find. This is like a little basket. Look at the grape detail. So sweet. The price point on this is definitely a little better, but $10 is still high. I felt really bad finding this because it's someone's wedding photos, and some of these photos were just really funny. Obviously, it's a different decade, it's a different style, but look at this guy in the back. He is here to party. Another piece with a crazy high price tag. I looked this up. This isn't something collectible. It's really beautiful, love an urn, but they're asking $15 for it, and that's definitely not a price that I'm willing to pay. I saw this piece from across the aisle. This is a great staple piece. You could paint it if this isn't your style. Super easy to do that with some spray paint. A really great centerpiece item. I love these handles. Do you remember this plate that was in, I think it was last week? I'm so surprised it's still here. Again, it did not come home with me, but it's a really great piece. And this, crockery, anyone? I love a good crock. I actually inherited a lot of crocks from my family. They can be really expensive. So these were actually pretty decently priced. They make really great planter pots, flower vases, kitchen utensil holders. Here's another one. For me personally, this piece is a look at the shape, not the color kind of thing. It's not my style, but it would look really great painted. This is such a pretty plate with the black lining on it. It's from the same manufacturer as that blue and white plate I just showed you. Really pretty. Okay, let's play a game called Pick an Owl. If you had to bring one of these home, which one would you choose? I like the one on the left more for its vintage style, the muted colors, but honestly, his face really terrifies me. This picture back here is the one that I would bring home. Look how beautiful that detail is. And look at these teacups. They are so precious. Guaranteed I would break them because they look so delicate, but man, they're just really pretty. These crystal bowls are silver plated around the rim. It's a little set, super cute. This one got me. I thought this was like a really cool ceramic planter until I picked it up and realized it was plastic. And still they wanted $7 for it, for a really cheap pot. Let's do better, Goodwill, please. What do you think of this artwork? It's original. I thought it was really beautiful, elegant. I loved the mat on it. And then this bizarro lamp beside it. I hate it. I hate it so much. But if you love it, tell me in the comments. All right, taking one last look at the end caps before I leave. Patience is a virtue. As soon as I saw this at the thrift store the last time, I wanted it so bad, but it was $15. This one is $4.99. I cannot wait to find a place for it in my home. I've actually been wanting to restyle the dresser console table that we have in our family room, and everything needs to be cleaned and dusted anyway, but just every so often I get that itch to like redo everything. And I just did a little gallery wall across on the other side of the room, so I kind of want to, like, now that that looks different over there, I want to do like a different vibe on the other side, and this piece might come with me. The only thing I just need to vent about this, the packing tape, like I wanted to make sure that everything was in here. I know it's only $4.99, but still, like I wanted to make sure everything was here, and they used packing tape to wrap it up, and so of course like that just like rips the paper, rips the price tag. So I tried to be really, really careful. I obliterated the box, even though I was careful. I wish that they would just use like less tape or painters or masking tape instead of packing tape. Anyway, they also do that with puzzle boxes, and that drives me nuts because I've bought some really beautiful like vintage and antique puzzles before, but then they cover them in packing tape. And then of course, if you want to like actually open the box, you can't take the tape off because you will just ruin the entire thing. Rant over. I'm headed to Trader Joe's next to grab some groceries. Have you tried the viral lobster pasta where you add lobster bisque from Trader Joe's and some frozen langoustine, or you can do shrimp? You add that to your pasta with fresh tomatoes and garlic to make this like creamy lobster pasta. I will report back on how it is because I'm going to make it for my parents this weekend. They're coming over and I'm really, really excited. Fingers crossed, Trader Joe's has everything that I need for it. All right, Trader Joe's is done. I got all the things that I needed. We are on to a community aid. This is a more local shop. It's in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, but it's a whole chain and they're in my area, like a lot of different places. I generally find some really good house goods here. That rolling pin is really beautiful. What else do we see? Hand-painted metal trays like this can make really beautiful magnet boards, like for a kid's room or in your kitchen. I don't love the style of this one. I'd rather find one that's black with the flowers painted on it, but it's cute. This is clearly the day for urns. Here's another really great shaped one. The price is significantly better than the smaller one we found at the Goodwill. This piece is darling. I just adore serveware that's vintage and antique. It just feels so much more special than the serveware that we can find these days. This store always has tons and tons of glassware. I don't really need anything right now, and I'm also not seeing anything that catches my eye. I thought this was going to be a water or a wash pitcher, but there's no handle, and I've never seen one like this before. It's really beautiful. The little scallop detail, the price point is good, definitely giving those like perfect English cottage vibes. If you're in the central Pennsylvania area, I definitely recommend stopping into Community Aid if you haven't before. They're huge. This is just the men's clothing section. This wicker frame is really cute. It's actually plastic, but you could paint it and make it look more high-end. Another good mirror. Personally, I would add Rub and Buff in a gold leaf color just to make it look like a more antique gold. Okay, this is the front of the store that has like their higher end items on it to prevent theft. There can be some really fun treasures in this area. You'll have to tell me if you see anything that catches your eye. They had this really old piece of art up front, but it's $25. It's just too expensive for a thrift store. There's also this piece too, and I love the bubble glass, but I'm cheap and I don't want to pay these prices. All right, last store. I was so excited to find this bunny. Where's his head? There it is on the shelf. And this is the part that made me so sad. He's missing an ear. Like if it was still kind of like hanging on, I could easily fix it. Wouldn't this be so great for spring? More planter pots, all plastic, but could easily be painted. New planter pots at the store can be so expensive. Get yours secondhand. How do we feel about this folk art little tiger bench? Definitely not my style, but I'm sure it'll go home with someone who will love it. This is much more my style, and it is kind of ugly, so hear me out. Jackson's piano bench broke recently because it was thrifted and it was falling apart, and he needs something new. This is $5. This is a sewing chair, and the seat comes off, so he actually would still have a place to store his music. Genius. The plan is to reupholster it and paint the wood, but Jackson is going to choose those things, so it's a little DIY that we get to do together. So what came home with me? Two things, the sewing chair you just saw and this dream find, this silver plated lotus centerpiece. I thought I would put this in our family room, but it is just meant for our dining room buffet. These slate blue taper candles were a thrift find maybe a couple weeks ago, and this special piece is the most beautiful way to display the last peony blooms of the season. Oh, and for anyone dying to know, the lobster pasta was amazeballs. I'll write up the recipe for the description. Happy hunting, Secondhand Squad!